Hello everyone! I had a busy morning. It was raining out, so I made sure I had my brolly, went shopping for a new jumper, then took the lift up to the 30th floor of a building downtown for a meeting, then went to the supermarket, took my trolley around, bought some crisps, and then put my groceries in the boot. Now, many of you are probably asking, what in the world is he saying? I don't know half those words. Is he speaking English? Well, I am speaking English, but I'm just adding words they say in England that are different from the ones we use here in the United States. So I'm going to say all that over again using American English. Ready? I had a busy morning. It was raining out, so I made sure I had my umbrella. Went shopping for a new sweater, then took the elevator up to the 30th floor of a building downtown for a meeting, then went to the supermarket, took my shopping cart around, bought some potato chips, and then put my groceries in the trunk. Whew, that was fun. I love playing with words like that. And here's another word we're going to be talking about today, England. That's because today I received a letter from a girl who lives in England, and I can't wait to share it with you. Stick around and get ready to discover all kinds of things about life in a country far away in today's episode of Let's Take a Journey, England. Today's letter is from someone about your age who lives in the country of England. Let's take a look at our map to see where that is in relation to the United States. We're here in the United States, which is part of the continent of North America. England is across the ocean over here. It's part of the continent of Europe. Now, here it gets a little more complicated, but once you get it, you'll know a whole lot more. England is part of an island called Great Britain. Great Britain also includes Scotland and Wales. Being part of Great Britain is why people from England are also called British. Stay with me now. Great Britain is also part of what's called the United Kingdom, or the UK for short. The UK includes those same countries and also Northern Ireland. It's kind of like, well, you live in a city or town that's also part of a state, that's also part of a country. Phew. Okay, let's get started with the letter. I am excited to hear about life in England. Hello, Justin. My name is Sophie. I'm 7. I'm still waiting for my grown-up teeth to come in. Hey, Sophie. Oh, yeah. One of the milestones of being a kid, losing your baby teeth and making way for adult teeth to come in. We all go through it. I live in the city of Liverpool. It's a seaport. Okay, so here's Sophie's country again, England, and here's her city, Liverpool. I live in an old house. The basement still has stables from a long time ago when people kept their horses there. There are pretty tiles when you walk in. The old floors creak and make noise when you walk, so it's hard to sneak up on my little brother when we're playing. My parents are divorced. I live with my mom and my little brother Zach, and my cats Pushkin, Emmy, and Lucy. They're best friends. I also have an older sister and an older brother. My brother is a dentist, and my sister is a teacher. My mom cleans houses. Sometimes I help her out, but she often says I make it harder for her. Notice Sophie says, my mum. That's how they say mom in England. My mum. It's fun to say. Mom keeps a big garden in the back. She likes plants and flowers. Oh, what a beautiful garden that is. When it's nice out, I open my window and hear football practice on the weekends. Some of you might already know that what many other countries call football, we in America call soccer. And when they talk about our type of football, they just call it American football. Most houses in my neighborhood are made of brick. It keeps the heat in during our cold winters. I love these photos of Sophie's house and the neighborhood. Does anything remind you of your own home or neighborhood? Is there anything that seems very different? My city, Liverpool, is famous for some rock musicians. Do you know who? Yes, that's where all 4 members of the Beatles were born. Have you heard of the Beatles? They were a very, very popular band in the 1960s and 70s. The Beatles were from Liverpool. We learn about them in history class and sing their songs in music class. That's really cool that kids in England learn about the Beatles in school. They had a big impact on art and music here in the US and all around the world. Mom still listens to the Beatles. My older sister likes Adele. I like Ed Sheeran. These singers are all from England. Hey, I listen to some of the same music Sophie and her family listen to all the way over in England. How about you? Besides being famous for singers and bands, England is also known for having royalty, like kings and queens. The King of England and his family live inside Buckingham Palace with royal guards stationed outside. Okay, let's keep reading. Tonight, I'm having a sleepover with my best friends, Megan and another Sophie, but she's Sophie S. I'm Sophie W. Hi, girls. Ooh. Here she's going to talk about school. I like school sometimes. I like English class the best. I take maths in school, but it's hard. Interesting. Sophie calls it maths, like all different kinds of math. Here in America, we say it without the S. It's just called math. It can get very hot here in the summer. Houses don't have air conditioning, so we go to the ocean. It gives us a break from the heat. For vacation, my family goes to Spain. I don't remember the name of the city, but it's near the ocean. We won't be going this year, though. My mom hurt her back and has to work extra to make up for when she couldn't work. Oh, that's too bad, Sophie. I hope you get an extra nice vacation next time. But we will visit London. It's fun to ride on the double-deckered buses. And we ride the tube. It's a fast train that goes underground. The tube is like the subway trains you find in some big cities here in the US. Justin, do you ever get food served on a newspaper? With a newspaper, yes. On a newspaper, no, I can't say that I have. What food is served on a newspaper? Fish and chips. That's fish and fries. It's a tradition to serve it on food-safe paper that looks like a newspaper. Justin, do you know what scouse is? Scouse. Never heard of it. Do you know what it is? It's a kind of beef stew. My mom serves it with pickled cabbage. Liverpool is famous for scouse, so sometimes we're called scousers. Mom is a great cook. We have a big fry-up breakfast every Sunday. Bacon, sausage, baked beans, eggs, tomatoes, mushrooms, and other things. You have to come visit so you can try it. British people are famous for drinking tea. I like mine with milk and sugar. Sophie, I would love to visit and try your mom's cooking and all the different foods you have in England. And of course, I'll stay for tea time. Besides British food, you can find food here from many different countries. People from all over live in England. On one street in my neighborhood, there are Chinese, Vietnamese, Turkish, and Indian restaurants. Trying foods from different countries and talking to the people at these restaurants is a great way to learn about their culture. Besides enjoying delicious dishes that you don't have every day at home, of course. Before I end this letter, I want to say this. Get your cold plates of meat off me and stop telling porkies. And by the way, I'm Hank Marvin. What? Wait, let me read that again. Get your cold plates of meat off me and stop telling porkies. And by the way, I'm Hank Marvin. Do you have any idea what Sophie is saying? I feel like I just entered a different universe. That's Cockney rhyming slang, a type of slang we use in England, mostly in London. Oh! Slang is a set of phrases or expressions that are commonly used within one community or group. Kind of like when you or your friends say something like, "That was lit," or "no cap," or "slay." Now to figure out what she was saying in Cockney. Oh, here she tells us. Cold plates of meat is feet, Porky's is lies, and Hank Marvin means I'm starving. Ooh, I love it. I'm gonna look for more Cockney words. Those are fun. Now I'm going to take the apples and pears up to my room to play. Can you guess what that means? Apples and pears. Up the stairs. And if an elevator isn't working, I can take the apples and pears then too. Take care, Sophie. P.S. Please write back. Thank you, Sophie, and I will write back. I hope you enjoyed learning so many cool things about England. Ready to stamp our passport? All right. Until next time, friends, remember to always be clever.
Hey, hey.